Welcomed to the Fabulous Life Focus. I just want to share with you, I'm Denise Williams, your financial coach. And today, this conversation is about freedom from scarcity. Yeah, I mean, one of the things that stands between us and a fabulous life is scarcity, is the whole idea that we can't have what we want. Here's the deal though. A lot of us think about scarcity as just one thing. You know, there's not enough food in the house. There's not enough time to do what we want. There's not enough money in the bank account. Scarcity is deeper than that. It's about your value, your worth as a person, and almost how you were raised. What were you exposed to as a child? And so in this conversation, we want to go through the levels of scarcity because, part of a fabulous life is removing money blocks. How many of us, including myself, can say we are at where we should be? So if I'm at the $1 million level, should I be at the 10 million or the 100 million? What if I'm just at the $10 level? Should I be at the $100 level? So if you are in a space where you are ready to level up, where you want to create streams of income and identify the money blocks that hold you back, well, we are going to have an awesome conversation. Okay, let's be honest. 3-in-1 women don't get enough support in their life journey. As a woman, you're supposed to be the mother, the wife, the chauffeur, the cook, the house cleaner, the bedtime storyteller. I mean, you have at least 100 jobs. Who is supporting you? Who is helping you to have a fabulous life? I can tell you my story. I spent so many years in anger and frustration. I didn't paint. I didn't do the art that I love. It wasn't until I got on this journey to a fabulous life that I was able to unleash the creative, artistic self that I am. Now, part of this fabulous life deal is that if there are life coaches in our community that come from different areas. So, of course, I'm the money lady and I'm going to help you improve and release money blocks. But do you need support with your mindset, creativity, wellness, beauty, transformation? So, we have a collection of coaches that can guide you on that journey. So I really want to encourage you to become a part of the Fabulous Life community. Now, what do I do? So I create financial game plans for my clients, and it's like a financial blueprint, and it's very tailored to you and your specific situation. And then I help you with the resources, technology, strategies to profit from the 12 financial power tools that I use. And finally, I connect you to an integrated financial team to make sure you're successful. Okay. So that is how I support the community. So let's get down to looking at these 8 layers of scarcity. So, up first, intellectual scarcity. Now, let me tell you, these are not in any order of importance because at some point in our life, we all are affected by this thinking. So, intellectual scarcity, you're really saying you don't know enough to do what you need to do. So, I don't know enough about grade 6 algebra to be the best teacher that my son needs. So is it that now I'm in this space of intellectual scarcity? Am I going to go get a drink of wine and drown my sorrows in alcohol because I don't know how to teach, homeschooling with 6th grade algebra? Or am I going to learn? Am I going to reach out to a support community to get the guidance on how to educate my children on sixth grade algebra. So again, the thing is, intellectual scarcity doesn't just manifest today. I can remember as a child growing up that there were members of my family who called me stupid. And then I married somebody who told me I was stupid. Maybe they didn't use the word stupid. And sometimes that's the trick. You don't hear you are stupid. What you hear is, are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? And they ask you one question five different times. And so you feel inadequate because they keep asking the question. They don't trust your judgment. So that's one level of scarcity that we deal with. The next level is attention. Again, sometimes you grow up as a child and you're not getting attention. So if you maybe had a favorite uncle or a favorite aunt and they didn't really pay you any attention, you may feel that you don't deserve attention. I can remember I still, she still is my favorite aunt. Your feelings don't really change despite how people treat you. And I knew I was going to see her at the wedding. I took, I swear, 1 year to pick a dress that I knew would impress my aunt. And when I got to the wedding with my kids, she didn't even look at the dress. I was so hurt. I spent the whole wedding hurt. And my favorite aunt didn't even comment on the dress. That is maybe a little silly, but it is an example of attention scarcity. How are you living? Because sometimes when it comes to money, we try to buy people's attention. We give our children this gift and we think they're going to be like, oh my God, my mom's awesome. And they play with it for one day and they never touch it again. So these are how attention scarcity may come in your life. We have another one, emotional scarcity. OMG. There are 5 love languages. If you follow the book, which is of the same name, I do. I think it is awesome. If you speak a particular language, love language, and the people around you don't speak the same love language, especially when you're a child, you're going to grow up feeling that your love tank is empty and you're going to be in a space of lack. And when you are emotional and you feel the lack, you don't feel love, you treat your money the same way. If any of these 8 levels of scarcity touch you, think about your relationship with money. A lot of people, they get something like a nice car, but let's say they never got a lot of love as a child. They didn't feel love. They're going to go through life thinking they're going to lose that car. Okay. And somehow they'll get in a car accident and that car will be totally wiped out, written off. And it's how their emotional scarcity manifests. So emotional, so like my situation is I was left with my grandparents at the age of 2. And that made me feel like I wasn't good enough. Okay. And then by the time I was 10, 11, there were like 9 of my other cousins, 8 of my other cousins living. So it was like 9 of us with grandma. And I never felt like I got enough attention. Okay. We talk about attention scarcity, but emotional scarcity is the lack of love. And then attention scarcity is the lack of feeling important around people. So we're going to get to that in a minute. But I didn't feel like grandma loved me, granddad loved me. Thank God I knew my father loved me, but I didn't even feel like my mother loved. I just didn't feel the love. That impacts how you treat your money, how you treat your career. That's what emotional. You're going to lose it. You can't keep it. Or you don't even deserve it in the first place. So if you say you want something, I really, really want to travel to Mexico, or I want to buy a new car, or I want a new house. Your emotional scarcity says you don't deserve it or you can't keep it. Okay. And again, we want to work to release that. Oh, this is a big one now. Spiritual scarcity. What is your relationship with God? Okay. That is so touchy. Of course, world wars have been fought over spiritual scarcity. But again, this is something that manifests because your relationship with whatever higher power you call, again, determines how you cope with the blessings and the talents that the higher power has bestowed upon you. Or maybe you may even believe there is no higher power and everything is just, a whim. But that's something that you need to really sort it out as part of the healing process so that you can release money blocks. Next one, encouragement scarcity. How many of us do not have a cheerleader in our lives? We have no one that says, Yay, go you. Hmm? No one who understands what's important to us. And again, are you spending your money on what's important to you? Or are you trying to get the approval of other people because of that level of scarcity? Another one is social scarcity. You're just not in the group of people that matter to your well-being. So you may have grown up with these friends or your religious association or your job, and they're not for you. They're not helping you to grow. They're carrying you down. Again, it impacts your money without question, without fear, without favor. It impacts your money. Again, this is about being free, releasing blocks. And we all have blocks, all of us. Competency scarcity. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Can this manifest on the job? This manifests in such a way that you are not seen as a person who can get the job done. Or maybe you're in the middle of a court matter, and because of that, your ability to manage has been questioned and so shredded that you feel destroyed. Again, sharing my own story. As a child, I liked to draw, and my aunts and uncles would laugh at my drawing. And so I felt like I wasn't a competent artist. And so I stopped. And then, I got older, I started to draw again, and I was involved in a relationship with someone who really didn't speak my love language. And again, um, didn't treat my art with the respect I thought it deserved. And so I stopped painting. And I was like, wait, what's that? How is it that somebody has the power to get me to stop? And so here is how my journey to understanding scarcity came about. And of course, here is where all of these layers of scarcity manifest. Financial scarcity, because bottom line, your money isn't right. And so unpacking the layers of scarcity is how you release financial scarcity. And, so the question is, would support in improving your money be helpful? You know, you see, here's the thing, you've been taught to think about money through the narrowest lens possible, right? There's just one way to make money, and that's what you've been taught. And the biggest secret is that money is creative energy. Okay? Money comes from within. And that is the important thing. So, again, let's have a conversation about coaching. There's a free coaching offer in the link for you to book an appointment, right? That is a critical aspect of your growth because, having that person to hold your hand is so critical. That's what helped me. Let me tell you. My parents came from the Kingston, Jamaica inner city. I don't know if you've ever been. It is not pretty. And I was taught a poor person's mindset. And I really bet you were too, no matter where you came, you could be in Canada or, wherever. You could be, in California, wherever. Maybe you were taught a poor person's mindset. And so as I learned and I grew as someone who could be good at different levels, I decided, I need to help people. And that's what the coaching process is about, helping us. Because now, tester, communications consultant, content marketer, mom in chief to two awesome boys. But before I got the training and moved forward in life, I was fired from 4 jobs in 4 years and a chronic money warrior. It's no good way to live, and certainly not a way to, benefit my children, because mom in chief is my big job right now. Everything else supports that mission. And so I want to provide that help to my clients. And, I know, come on, we're in this space where you have a dream. I'm not even asking, I know you have a dream and you want to make an impact. And so if you are good at actually having a paycheck, then the question is, what are you working for? Yeah, are you managing the paycheck or the freelance money or the client money? Are you managing it? Are you growing it? Okay, because I want to help you to upskill and release the blocks, you see. That's what the coaching relationship is. And, again, let me repeat, the scarcity mindset results in cash. And I work with clients to release different levels of money scarcity, which sits on different levels of our mind. Now, again, it's about healing your money story. That's what it's about. At the end of the day, the question is, are you ready? Is it important to you? This is where we are, because you really have two choices. You can, take this information and do absolutely nothing, continue to live as you are. Or you can take a leap of faith, yeah, book for the free coaching. The link is in the YouTube channel, or you can DM me on Facebook and book an appointment today. So, you can make over your money mindset. You can come out of the scarcity mindset stronger and greater than ever. And I just really want to encourage you to, join with me in the fabulous life and let us together work on healing your money story. My name is Denise Williams, and I really thank you for staying with me in this conversation.